Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Captain Toms, the Commanding Officer of Recruit Training Command, we welcome you to this week's Recruit Graduation Review. I'm Lieutenant Romanowitz, the Drill Division Officer. Today you'll see the Drill Division ceremonial units perform, including the Blue Jacket Choir, the Drill Team, the Recruit Band, the State Flag Unit, and the Staff Unit. These units are composed entirely of recruits. The unit positioned in front of the drill team is the Review Commander and his staff. The Review Commander for today is Seaman Recruit Thomas O. Martin from Huntsville, Alabama. Also performing today is the Great Lakes Naval Training Center Band under the leadership of Lieutenant Junior Grade Barney Walker. The Naval Training Center Band was formed in 1917 and was first directed by Lieutenant Commander John Philip Souza, who was recalled from retirement to lead that band. This band is the only Navy band in the Midwest and performs throughout the Great Lakes region and each Friday Recruit Graduation Review. The drum major for today's review is Petty Officer 3rd Class James Stegall, and conducting the Navy band is Chief Petty Officer Raymond E. Wilson. The recruits assembled have completed recruit training and will soon depart for other duties. Following their graduation, they will report to Service School Command at Apprentice Training Department, or an Apprentice Training Department, after which they will be ordered to a ship, an aircraft squadron, or a naval station for duty. As a motivating factor during recruit training, each company, a unit of approximately 70 men, competes with the other companies in the graduation group in the following areas: sharp and seaman-like personal appearance, cleanliness of living spaces, competitive infantry drill, team and individual athletics, and finally, a rigorous academic curriculum. The success of each company is indicated by the flags they carry, which signify their areas of excellence. The men positioned in front of the recruits are the company commanders of the graduating companies. The company commander is the key man in the life of the recruit and the backbone of recruit training. He is responsible for training the individual recruit how to discipline himself and how to carry out the exacting routines of military life. He must serve as a counselor, disciplinarian, administrator, and military leader. Above all, he must show in himself an outstanding example of military appearance, attitude, and behavior. These 3 experienced senior enlisted men are carefully screened for this assignment. Then they undergo extensive instructor training followed by a special company commander course. Early during recruit training, they select one recruit to take charge of the company in their absence. This recruit is designated the Recruit Chief Petty Officer of the company. He will lead his company as they pass the review today. It is now my pleasure to introduce the company commanders and recruit chief petty officers of the graduating companies. As each company in person is introduced, the competitive flags won by the company and the state flags indicating the home states of the company commanders and recruit chief petty officers will be raised. Please hold your applause until all these men have been introduced, starting from my right. Company 289, graduating with distinction, the designated Hall of Fame company, commanded by Senior Chief Petty Officer Ronald W. Arthur from Litchfield, Ohio, and Petty Officer 1st Class James A. Basinger from Woodhull, Illinois, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Anthony G. Montgomery from Jeffersonville, Indiana. Company 288, graduating with distinction, the designated District Scout Company, commanded by Petty Officer 1st Class Roy J. Johnson from Columbus, Georgia, and Petty Officer 2nd Class Jonathan Thompson from Marion, Kentucky. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer, Christopher M. Hinckley from Spokane, Washington. Company 290, graduating with distinction, commanded by Petty Officer 1st Class Ira Van Cleve from Irving, Texas, and Petty Officer 2nd Class James W. Pearson from Grove City, Ohio. And their recruit Chief Petty Officer Josiah D. Peslak from Phoenix, Arizona. Company 291, graduating with distinction, commanded by Chief Petty Officer John R. Harkness from Amory, Wisconsin, and Petty Officer 1st Class Mark A. Harriman from Limerick, Maine, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Garrett E. Gunter from Aurora, Colorado. Company 292, graduating with distinction, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Curtis J. Norman from Marseilles, Illinois, and Chief Petty Officer Charles D. Newman from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Michael H. Wells from Wilmington, North Carolina. Company 293, Graduating with distinction, commanded by Petty Officer First Class James R. Schroeder from Oconto, Wisconsin, and Petty Officer First Class Douglas R. Johnson from Anoka, Minnesota, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Robert M. Bianconi from Tampa, Florida. Company 294. Graduating with distinction, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Benny D. Adams from Great Bend, Kansas, and Chief Petty Officer Terry A. Niles from Alpena, Michigan, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Robert F. Smith III from Richmond, Virginia. Company 295. Commanded by Petty Officer First Class Randall C. Johnson from Spokane, Washington, and Petty Officer First Class Barney O. Muse from Inglewood, California, and Petty Officer Second Class Michael R. Cebulski from Detroit, Michigan, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer William L. Alston from Charlotte, North Carolina. Company 296. Graduating with distinction, commanded by Petty Officer First Class Kenneth G. Hellman from Gold Bar, Washington, and Petty Officer Second Class John F. Cofield from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Frederick M. Rodriguez from Plano, Texas. Company 297. Graduating with distinction, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Robert Newton from Brooklyn, New York, and Petty Officer First Class David H. Robbins from Columbia, South Carolina, and their recruit Chief Petty Officer Mark D. Varshak from San Diego, California. Company 951. Graduating with distinction, commanded by Chief Petty Officer Alan P. Johnson from Rehoboth, Alabama, and his recruit Chief Petty Officer Edward T. Jones from Monroe, Louisiana. This company is composed of recruits in the drill team, the recruit band, and the Blue Jacket Choir. Additionally, Chief Petty Officer Johnson is this week's recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award. On behalf of the commanding officer and the staff of Recruit Training Command, we congratulate these company commanders and recruit chief petty officers on a job well done. To assist in presenting the review, the following actions are requested. During the arrival honors for the reviewing officer, please rise and remain standing. Members of the Armed Forces should remain covered during the review and render a hand salute during the arrival honors. As a part of today's arrival honors, an 11-gun salute will be fired from the position outside the drill hall. Ladies and gentlemen, please take note. The gun salute is quite loud. The review will commence in approximately 5 minutes. Once again, welcome aboard.
Will the guests please rise? Rear Admiral Philip M. Quast, United States Navy. The guests may be seated.
God of our fathers, we ask your blessing for our country, the United States of America. May peace and security, happiness and prosperity, justice and freedom forever abide in our midst. Creator of all flesh, bless all the inhabitants of our country with your spirit. May this land, under your providence, be an influence for good throughout the world, uniting all humanity in peace and freedom, and helping them to fulfill the vision of your prophet. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall men learn war anymore. Almighty God, we ask your special blessing upon our uniformed men and women serving our country in the far-flung corners of the world. Be with them, keep them safe, and show them your love. O merciful God, be with all of us here today, the graduates, parents, loved ones, and friends. Our hopes and aspirations for these young men are very great. These young sailors are the finest expression of our combined efforts. Make their lives and our efforts blessed. Give us all the strength necessary to meet the great challenges ahead. And knowing that you are our strength, we will surely all succeed. Thank you for hearing our fervent prayer. Amen.
The guests may be seated.
Sound! Adjutants go! Report! Good afternoon, Captain. Sit. Graduating couple.
Very well, Senior Recruit Martin. Continue with the review.
Well, sir.
very impressive display of military teamwork, precision, smartness. I only wish that Saddam Hussein could be here and see what he's up against.
Captain Pete Thomas, Commanding Officer, Recruit Training Command, Great Lakes. On behalf of Rear Admiral James W. Partington, Commander Naval Training Center, Great Lakes, I welcome you to this afternoon's Recruit Graduation Review. I would like to give a special welcome to the parents, wives, and other family members and friends of today's graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, today you are visiting the biggest and best Naval Recruit Training Command in the United States. As we continue our 80th year of training recruits, we are proud to announce that the finest sailors of any Navy in the world pass through this facility. And these proud young men standing before you are no exception. They are following in the footsteps of over 3 million Americans who have entered the Navy through Great Lakes since 1911. They will carry on the traditions of professionalism and courage established by the men and women who have gone before them. The U.S. Navy of yesterday established freedom of the seas, providing for the physical and economic security of this country and all the free world. The U.S. Navy of the future must be mobile, it must be flexible, and it must make use of technological advances. Most important of all, it must rely on sailors like those standing before you to operate and maintain increasingly sophisticated equipment. These sailors are the guarantors of our freedom. We as concerned Americans continually pray for a peaceful, lasting resolution to the current Persian Gulf crisis. As the holidays draw near, we are made more keenly aware of the need to support our troops abroad and stateside. We desire a peaceful settlement, but if that cannot be achieved, we are confident that the courage, patriotism, and devotion to duty of our military men and women will serve as an example of America's continuing commitment to the ideals of freedom and justice. Admiral Partington, I am ready to graduate this group of new sailors and send them on to eventually serve in the ships, aircraft, submarines, and shore installations of our Navy. These men have earned the right to be called sailors and to wear a uniform recognized throughout the world as a symbol for the defense of freedom. The President and Congress of the United States have designated November as Native American Heritage Month. We in the Navy wish to acknowledge the original inhabitants of this land and the assistance given to our founding fathers by the ancestors of today's Native Americans. They have made great contributions to every phase of American life and history. In the military, they have defended our freedoms and served with the highest distinction. Native Americans are among our most decorated heroes and can proudly say that they gave their very best, indeed their all, for this nation. Our guest of honor for today's graduation is Major General Jack M. Frisbee, United States Marine Corps Reserve, retired, Executive Vice President of Raw & Company in Chicago. The General holds a bachelor's degree in business administration from Morningside College and a master's degree in finance from the University of Pennsylvania Wharton School of Finance. A native of Sioux City, Iowa, General Frisbee's military career began in 1942 when he enlisted in the Marine Corps. He participated in combat operations throughout the Pacific during World War II and was commissioned through the Meritorious Non-Commissioned Officers Program in 1949. The general served during the Korean War and joined the reserves following the war. Among General Frisbee's notable assignments are commanding officer of the 2nd Battalion, 24th Marines, and Headquarters Squadron 48, 4th Marine Aircraft Wing. General Frisbee was promoted to flag rank in 1975 and subsequently served as Commanding General, 4th Force Service Support Group, 4th Marine Division. He assumed the rank of Major General in 1978 and served 2 tours at Marine Corps headquarters in Washington, D.C. before his retirement. In civilian life, General Frisbee is an investment banker and serves as the Executive Vice President of Raw & Company. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in extending a warm RTC welcome to a distinguished military officer and business executive, Major General Jack Frisbee. The reviewing officer for today's graduation is Rear Admiral Philip M. Quast, United States Navy, Commander Cruiser Destroyer Group 3. A native of Sheboygan, Wisconsin, Admiral Quast received a bachelor's degree from Carroll College, Waukesha, Wisconsin, and a master's degree in business administration from Marymount College of Virginia. He is also a graduate of the California Maritime Academy Naval War College, Armed Forces Staff College, and the National War College. His early assignments included service on 4 ships, including the amphibious attack cargo ship USS Matthews, guided missile destroyer USS King, USS destroyer USS Twining, and guided missile destroyer escort USS Talbot, of which he was the executive officer. He has also served in the staff of cruiser destroyer Group Atlantic and had 2 tours in Vietnam. Admiral Quast more recently served as commanding officer of guided missile destroyer USS Benjamin Stoddard and the guided missile cruiser USS Bunker Hill, one of the newest Ticonderoga class Aegis cruisers. Admiral Quast's shore duty assignments included tours as an instructor and battalion officer at the U.S. Naval Academy and in the U.S. Naval Military Personnel Command as head of the Surface Warfare Junior Officer Assignment Branch, and also as Director of Distribution, commonly referred to as the head detail, responsible for assignment of all naval personnel. Admiral Quast was promoted to flag rank in 1987. Prior to assuming his present duties, the Admiral was Director, Total Force Programming Manpower Division, followed by Director of the Military Personnel Policy Division in the Office of the Deputy Chief of Naval Operations for Manpower, Personnel, and Training. Also, for the benefit of the recruits, I always speak to recruits every Thursday about goals, and I talk to them about flag officers who started at RTC. The Admiral started his Navy career right here at RTC Great Lakes. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in a warm Navy welcome to a distinguished naval officer and surface warrior, today's reviewing officer, Rear Admiral Phil Quast. Competition within Recruit Training Command is designed to cover all aspects of training which can be judged by competitive scores. The company which excels in every phase of training qualifies to enter Recruit Training Command's Hall of Fame. To receive this recognition, the company must attain competitive scores high enough to win all 42 competitive flags. Company 289, located to my far right, has won all 42 competitive flags. Is thus qualified for the Hall of Fame award. An accomplishment such as this reflects the highest degree of teamwork, morale, and esprit de corps within the company, as well as superb leadership on the part of the company commanders. The company commanders for this outstanding company are Senior Chief Petty Officer Ronald W. Arthur and Petty Officer James A. Baslinger. Each member of Company 289 will receive a special certificate in recognition of the efforts required in winning this award. I will now present the Hall of Fame banner to the Recruit Chief Petty Officer of Company 289, Seaman Recruit Anthony G. Montgomery from Jeffersonville, Indiana. Congratulations, Company 289. It is traditional for Recruit Training Command for the company commanders from the last Hall of Fame company to present the traveling Hall of Fame trophy to the company commanders of the new Hall of Fame company. Chief Petty Officer Rex A. Shell and Petty Officer Stephen W. Hoppy, company commanders of the previous Hall of Fame company, will now present the trophy to Senior Chief Arthur and Petty Officer Basinger. Congratulations on a job exceptional. The company which graduates with distinction and which attains superior competitive marks is awarded the title of Color Company and earns a special flag in recognition of its outstanding performance. The Color Company of this graduating group is Company 288, also located to my right. This company is commanded by Petty Officer Roy Johnson and Petty Officer Jonathan M. Thompson. I will now present the color company flag to the Recruit Chief Petty Officer of Company 288, Seaman Recruit Christopher M. Hinckley from Spokane, Washington. Congratulations, Company 288. We select for recognition a company commander from those companies assembled who best demonstrates the attributes of personal leadership in the training of the individual recruit. The recipient of the Distinguished Leadership Award for this graduating group is Chief Petty Officer Alan P. Johnson, Company Commander of Company 951. Admiral Cross will now present Chief Petty Officer Johnson with a letter of commendation. It is a pleasure to read the following citation. Commander Naval Training Center, Great Lakes, takes pleasure in presenting a letter of commendation to Boiler Technician, Surface Warfare, Chief Petty Officer Alan P. Johnson, U.S. Navy, for professional achievement and a sustained superior performance of his duties while serving as Company Commander of Recruit Company 951 from 24 September to 16 November 1990. Chief Petty Officer Johnson consistently performed in an exemplary and highly professional manner. By attaining a superior standard of excellence in their training, the recruits of Company 951 have demonstrated their individual potential to succeed in the Navy, which was a direct result of Chief Johnson's ability to lead and train recruits. Chief Petty Officer Johnson's exceptional professional ability, initiative, and loyal dedication to duty reflect great credit upon himself and the United States Navy. Signed, James W. Partington, Rear Admiral, U.S. Navy. Ladies and gentlemen, I will now present the honormen of the graduating companies of Recruit Training Command. In order that the ceremony may proceed without interruption, please hold your applause until all the men have been acknowledged. Seaman Recruit Eric R. Walker of Company 288 from Kershaw, South Carolina. Seaman Recruit Leotis M. Rawls of Company 289 from Flint, Michigan. Seaman Recruit Paul L. Cage of Company 290 from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Seaman Recruit Keith T. Polcharzik of Company 291 from Novi, Michigan. Seaman Recruit Jeffrey D. Riggins of Company 292 from Anderson, Indiana. Seaman Recruit Vincent L. Jarvis III of Company 293 from Winter Haven, Florida. Seaman Recruit Christopher J. Matthews of Company 294 from Covington, Georgia. Seaman Recruit Daniel L. Ekstrom of Company 295 from Big Lake, Minnesota. Seaman Recruit Stephen J. Minton of Company 296 of Southington, Connecticut. Seaman Recruit Brian D. Krills of Company 297 from Malvern, Ohio. Seaman Recruit Christopher A.H. Jabs of Company 951 from Bradenton, Florida. To each honorman goes our traditional compliment, well done. The United Service Organization Award is presented to the recruit that best exemplifies the spirit and intent of the term shipmate. Through his enthusiasm, team spirit, willingness to assist his fellow recruits in meeting the objectives and standards of recruit training, Seaman Recruit Edward T. Jones, of Company 951 from Monroe, Louisiana, is this week's winner of the USO Award. Seaman Recruit Jones, congratulations, shipmate, on a job well done. The recipient of the Military Order of the World Wars Award of Merit is Seaman Recruit Salvatore Sotis III of Company 292 from Downingtown, Pennsylvania. This award is presented for meritorious performance during recruit training. Seaman Recruit Sotis' dedication and motivation for his duties resulted in a superior record of excellence in academic and military training. His performance was marked by pride, patriotism, and an impressive potential for leadership in the United States Navy. Seaman Recruit Sotis, you are commended for your achievement and selection for this award. Well done. For having displayed outstanding qualities of leadership, best expressing the American spirit of honor, initiative, and loyalty, and having set a high example for his comrades in arms during his training period, Seaman Recruit Travis J. Kirschner of Company 951 from Great Bend, Kansas, has been awarded the Navy League Honor Award. This award is sponsored by the Navy League of the United States and is awarded to outstanding recruits selected throughout the Department of Navy upon graduation from basic training. Seaman Recruit Kirschner, for your outstanding performance, I congratulate you. Well done. Seaman Recruit Joshua D. Peslak of Company 290 from Abilene, Texas, is today's recipient of the Navy Club of the United States of America Military Excellence Award. This award is presented to that recruit whose total performance in recruit training sets him apart as the finest of the 850 recruits graduating today. Seaman Recruit Peslak's total performance in recruit training best exemplifies the quality of enthusiasm, devotion to duty, professional and academic achievement, military appearance and behavior, self-discipline, and teamwork. Seaman Recruit Peslak, the staff of Recruit Training Command, salutes you as the finest of this group of graduating recruits. Well done. It is appropriate to recognize such outstanding individual accomplishments by these men with a round of 3 cheers. The Review Commander Alternate will now lead all graduating companies in 3 cheers for the honorment and award winners. It is a pleasure for me to introduce to you once again our reviewing officer, Admiral Phil Quast, who will address the graduating companies.
Major General Mrs. Shirley Frisbee, Admiral Partington, Captain, thank you for the fine introduction. Parents and guests of the recruit graduates today, it seems like it's more than 8 weeks ago by watching the marching and hearing the singing and listening to the music this afternoon. It seems like it's more like 8 months that you've been practicing, so well done that you are. And I compliment you on everything. It's been a perfect graduation. And I think I'm not alone. I think most of the parents, if not all, are as proud as you are, believe it or not, and all your friends here in the stands would like to give you a round of applause. So please join me. But in fact, it was only 8 weeks ago that you all arrived here at Great Lakes to your recruit training to begin that demanding transformation from being a carefree civilian to a disciplined, responsible military man. Recall, if you can, how warmly you were welcomed then 8 weeks ago. Recall that warm, compassionate voice, that voice of your company commander, someone who obviously cared about you, not necessarily like your mother, but he obviously knew your name all too well. To the names Senior Postmate Chief Hensley, who graduated 5 Hall of Fame companies in a row, or Chief Postmate Chief Johnson, the Distinguished Leadership Award recipient, or Senior Radium Chief Hartman, Instructor of the Year, or Petty Officer First Class Harrison, the NTC Base Sailor of the Year, or Petty Officer Second Class Osborne, the only second class Petty Officer to have a Hall of Fame company. Do those names ring a bell? I think they do now. They didn't then. Now, I know everyone here today, especially your company commanders, your families and friends who have traveled here to Great Lakes to be here with you, sharing your pride. Pride so thick that I think you can cut it. Pride in what each of you has accomplished these past 8 weeks. I knew there were times when you honestly wondered if you had made the right decision. Was it worth the effort? Will I make it? Why did these 8 weeks seem more like 8 months? Was it worth all the sacrifices? Those early morning reveilles, the mid-watches, the hours of marching, KP, the inspections, personnel, barracks, locker. The Navy can think of just about everything to inspect. But today you know the answer. That good feeling that you have about yourself, that's called pride. Pride in your achievements. That's the same pride that you see in your father's eyes and your mother's smile. It's the same pride that your friends show in their questions on what have you been doing these last 8 weeks, or what have you learned. You know that today you are a much better person than you were 8 weeks ago. You're confident. You now can define words like responsibility and accountability. In your heart, you know what that instructor meant when he said, there's the right way, the wrong way, and the Navy way. And you're proud you know the Navy way. For you, it's the only way. You have every reason to stand tall today, because now you're a part of the real Navy. So today I join your families and friends and staff here at Recruit Training Command to salute you. We know that the past 8 weeks were no picnic. There were no free meals. There were no pieces of cake. You had to earn your way the hard way. No shortcuts to success in this course. We know that discipline was the theme, sacrifice was the investment, and growth is the product. And it's worth it. You'll soon find that there's much more out there at sea. Yes, there's more responsibility, more discipline, more sacrifice, more growth, more success, more achievement, more pride, and more adventure. And like you, as I prepare to go back to sea, this time taking the Nimitz Battle Group to the Middle East, I look forward to seeing some of you out there with me. Soon we will have 6 carrier battle groups and 2 battleship battle groups, and the largest amphibious fleet ever assembled since World War II in the area of the Persian Gulf. Your shipmates out there have been working overtime in a very difficult environment to ensure that the Navy makes its contribution to world peace, to ensure that our country's way of life and our quality of life for your families and friends back here in the States, that it's maintained. It's time to relieve the watch out there, to stand among those who, like you, understand the words patriotism, sacrifice, and service to country. Those folks out there need some relief where they have been standing the midwatch for freedom for the past 4 months. And it's time to leave the warmth of Great Lakes and see the world. I can assure you there's more to see than North Chicago and Waukegan. And I salute you for your accomplishments and look forward to your arrival at sea where every true sailor belongs. And I wish you fair winds and following seas, and congratulations on a most impressive job, extremely well done. Congratulations.